Hey everybody, and welcome back to the Inhabit Mars channel. Where are we at today? Mars, that's right. I got my little helper here today. This is going to be a update video. I'm not sure. Well, actually, I just may start breaking my videos up into parts until I get better with using the video editing software and start splitting the videos up. But we're going to start making shorter videos because apparently my videos are too long for Odyssey, which I wanted to start posting videos on Odyssey. As Chris said, just in case YouTube starts, not promoting our channels and then taking our channels down for whatever reason, I figured, well, I better start putting stuff on Odyssey also. So we're going to try to make this a 15-minute clip. And this is still in progress, so I don't know if I'm just going to call it in progress or if this is part one. Huh? Mm-hmm. But anyway, so let's get into the video. This is actually a video that Chris posted on March 23rd, just a little under a week ago now, or right around a week ago. And he called this Structures and Mechanical Parts Disguised as Hills. And this is really an incredible find by Chris. In fact, he goes through and shows some really interesting stuff. But the reason he went back and did another video on this, and I believe there's a previous video on this that was he had posted, but he went back to this Saul because on Facebook, one of his subs, Martine Graney, posted a video where she was talking about this structure in the background, and he wound up finding a bunch of more stuff in that image. And you can read here, she said, this hill is a half-mile away from the NavCam camera on the Curiosity rover. However, I'm not seeing a hill, but a poor attempt to disguise a magnificent giant double-fronted building with a deep apex roof and smaller corner buildings connected to the main one by the left and right side rampart walls. All right, and she sent this to him, I believe, or he found it on Facebook. I can't remember exactly, but it's a very significant find. And she did a great job of pointing out this structure. So Chris, what he did now was, and I'm just going to show you part of the video. Now he finds a lot more stuff than this, but this is the area I wanted to focus on specifically, because if you see right at the right there, he circled this object on the right in green, and then there's actually one on the left too, which he calls, I think it was a helmet or something like that, which is, the shape of it really does, when he brings it out, shows it looks like a helmet. And I'll put a link in the description, and hopefully I remember to put the cards in there to link to his channel, because the work that he does is very, very excellent. I mean, phenomenal work. I always love his channel, and I follow his channel religiously. All right. So this, like I say, is the burn that Chris did. And right in this video right here, I actually want to focus on these structures. If you look at the green circle that's to the left, just in front of those, what I did was an actual multi-burn. And I'm going to show you the two burns that I did. I'm going to go into Blender Live because, once again, I've got to keep this at 15 minutes, which is not easy for me. And this is my, well, it helps if I click on it. Okay. This is my first burn on this. And I wanted to focus on this object right here and some stuff that I found in here, because what I did then was I went back and actually made a multi-burn of this, and I just kept burning and burning through, and I am about 99% convinced that, hey, don't touch anything, sweetie. Everything right in here, these are structures. These are multiple structures, and I'm going to show you what these look like. And like I say, I don't know if this is just going to be an update video and then I'll post these to Odyssey also, or if I'm just going to break this up into parts and try to keep these at 15 minutes. I'm not good at making short videos. My helper's leaving me, but I'm going to try. So I'm going to go over here and I'm going to turn on these buildings first of all. And let's go ahead and turn on this object here. Now I'm going to start actually over here, and I want to show these things first, and I'm going to show you in the model kind of what they look like. And this is the work that I've done so far. Now if I take this and move it along the x-axis here, and actually turn this model sideways, thinking it would be easier, but I'm going to go back to my regular orientation. I usually would move this on the y-axis. That direction would be the y, but I reoriented the model, and I don't like doing that. I just realized I don't like that. But I want to show you now. I added some color to it. You can actually see down here, I just added color to it. Black and white images are great, and they really are, because you can really pull out some stuff and it doesn't degrade any. When you add color, kind of degrades it a little bit, fools your eyes a little bit, and but in order to look at this the right way when we get over to the model, we will definitely be looking at it in color. Okay, so this is what I have so far. This is a structure she showed, Martine Gramey, and I just want to show you, there's a lot of stuff in this. This is a roof. This is not some sort of hill. And we're going to get into that more in the later videos. So I have a feeling, like I said, I may do this as multiple parts so I can upload to both. But this right here is what interested me the most. And let's go ahead and hide the buildings right now. Hold on, sweetie. All right, so you can see this here, and this is kind of what I saw this as. Let's see, can I rotate this and rotate the whole thing since it's all parented? I didn't join the objects together, but what I did was parent them. And this is kind of what it looks like here. Probably need to scale it up a little bit. But I believe this is some sort of APC, Armored Personnel Carrier. And the reason I think so, it's right here in the front. It almost looks like you have a hatch here like we would have on some of our APCs. And I've got some images of APCs, and I should have loaded them in. But you can see, here's the side of the vehicle. This is the front, and it's slanted upward kind of like this. And these observation slits actually probably should go all the way across. I think I'm going to redo those. When I look back at Chris's video, it actually looks like he does a better job of burning than me. I mean, the guy is phenomenal with what he does. It really is. You really should check out his work. If you're really interested in stuff on Mars, check out his work. So his burning and bringing stuff out is a lot better than what I do. But like I said, I like doing the modeling portion, so I focus on that. But this seems to be what this object looks like. Okay, I'm halfway through already. I'm going to try to keep this 15 minutes. And so this is kind of what it looks like. I'm just going to rotate around it so you can see. It seems to have these tracks underneath, and you can see the tracks here. Okay, these are the tracks right here, and they seem to be on these cogs, and I'm going to show you that here in the image. In fact, no, it's probably better in this image since I have the vehicle right here. Now, he did point out this pipe and weird-looking structures in this, and when you really look at it, I mean, it really has a shape of some sort of vehicle. I mean, it really does look like there's some sort of tracks underneath here. You can see what looks like the cogs and some supporting pieces going down here. All right, so let's turn on our buildings because I want to get to those before I run out of time, because I do want to show you the 3D model. And this building right here I can actually turn off because we already looked at that one. All right, so let's go over. Now this is what is a multi-burn over here. So I did the same thing, but I wanted to bring out these structures a little bit more. So I did a multi-burn on this to try to bring stuff out, and I just kept burning the lighter spots and lightening using the dodge tool on the darker spots. I'm finally getting that down, by the way.
Took a while.
Yeah, I always forget which one's which, but that's okay. What are we at? 10 minutes. All right. So
You'll get there.
I just want to show you real quick. These do look like buildings. I mean, this one actually looks like it has a glass front or part of the wall's missing, and you can kind of see behind it. You can see that right in here. Hopefully, you see my cursor. It's kind of small on there, but I think you can see it. All right, so let's bring the buildings back so we can look at these buildings real quick. Okay, so this is the first building. Okay, and now this one seems to have this shape to it. And I went ahead and my glass material is not the best. I'm getting better at it. I watched some videos on it. Like I said, when I took my time off, I didn't waste my time. I really looked into better ways to model stuff and try to make it a little bit higher detail without adding too much geometry. I'm on a laptop, HP Omen with 16 gigs of RAM, and it does pretty good. But when you get some really high polygon models, it still kind of slows down. But what I did was I modeled just the interior front. Looks like, yeah. So, so you can see that because you can kind of see behind this building right here. It's kind of like a car dealership or some sort of like maybe gas station or some sort of building where you'd have that glass front atrium area. You can see that right here, and then the rest of it you couldn't get a whole lot of detail, but it actually looks like there's a piece coming off here on the front. Maybe I should put a canopy right here that comes out. That's what it kind of looks like it should have. All right, and then right next to that, just to the left of that, was this building here. And once again, it had a glass front to it. Well, it appeared to be. There's no way to tell for sure. And that is actually, if I move you out of the way, can I see? Oh, it's going to be hard to see. I think you're in the way too. Oh, no, I apologize. This building should actually be in front, and I'll have that moved. But it seems to have doors maybe right in here, and it might be hollow in the front. Okay. Uh, 12 minutes. Tell you, it's so hard for me to do this. And then the third building that I actually got modeled so far was this one here. This one's pretty cool. It's got these like rampart looking structures in the front that stick out from the building. And then it's got this, if I back out a little bit, this kind of canopy that comes over and around. And I'm going to show you that real quick, what that looks like. So here's our building. And it's got these columns that I don't know if they're square or round. I modeled them round, and I probably should thin them out a little bit, and I may do that. But then it's got this roof that comes around like this and then slopes downward. And you can see that right here in the model, all right? And then it's got these ramparts. So let's go ahead and let's put you back, and let's go over to our model. And everything's turned on except you. Okay, quickly. 13, almost 15 minutes already. So, okay, as you look at the image, I just want to go from the top. All I did was colorize the image here, and I didn't worry about too much stuff in the foreground. There's not a whole lot, except there's this piece here that I'm not sure if that's just a rock or what it is, but I colorized the image. I haven't added any lighting to it yet or anything, but this is kind of how this stuff is placed in the model. You have this vehicle, which I understand in the image just looks a lot bigger, and of course, it may be, but in order to fit everything in the model correctly, I'm going to have to scale some stuff down. But I just want to show you now that was applied as just as a texture, all right? So we start with our APC, and he's sitting right in front of this building, okay, the structure that Martine Graney was talking about, okay, and it's sitting here in front, kind of at an angle, All right. And then you got this building here. Okay, and that's that one with that glass, what looks like an open glass structure in the front, and you can kind of see through it in the image also, like I talked about. And then you got this one here, all right, and that one, it seemed like it had a glass door on the front or some sort of door of a different color. I couldn't see all the way through this one, so I didn't model that. Okay, 15 minutes. Here we go. And then there's this third one here. So we're going to get more into this stuff as we go along. And like I said, I'm not sure yet what I'm going to call this, either part one or just the in progress video. But this is pretty cool stuff. And there's a lot more. And if you watch Chris's video, he points out a lot more structures this way too. And he's even saying that he thinks they're either structures or something mechanical, especially with the stuff to the right. Okay, so that's just the update here, and you guys keep yourself safe and healthy. And as the week or weeks progress, hopefully it's not more than about a week or so. I'll get the next video out, and
It's you. I'm not gonna say anything, but I mean,
yeah.
anyways, continue.
Yeah, so oh, I forgot to mention that I did model the terrain, and you can kind of see the stuff that I added to the terrain here. You know, we always start with the terrain and try to get that model first, all right? And I'll get the lighting and everything adjusted before the final video. So you guys take care of yourselves. All right, 16, 17 minutes, and we will see you on the next video. Stay healthy. Please stay healthy and
I'm in the
protect
video,
yourselves.
sort of.
All right. We'll see you on the next one.